Okay, so this is Bonnie.
Here it comes.
She is my little vegetarian.
Almost there.
Okay. No, don't eat that. No. You're a quick one. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, binary, all colors of the rainbow.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from NG Fire. Woke people making fool of themselves, number 3. Please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. See that chow. It's chow time.
They're in a cult. It's got all, I mean, Mark Andreessen, who's a brilliant venture capitalist guy, explained it to me in very clear terms. Like what the definition of a cult is, how you can get excommunicated, how you get shamed for having differing opinions, the group think, he's like, it's a cult. And he's right.
Make sense.
He's 100% right.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say because then people in the cult will attack you. But they're not attacking you for a reasonable, it's not logical, like the way they're attacking you. They're attacking like someone attacks religious beliefs.
Yeah.
And some of these religious beliefs, it gets into these weird gray areas, like trans people in women's bathrooms. Like, says who? Says who? How do you know that's a real trans person? How do you not know that's a creep that wants to pull his out in front of kids? Yes, those are real. And if that guy was a convicted sex offender. Yeah. And he was doing that. Look, those guys are real. It doesn't mean trans people aren't real also, but those guys are real.
They are.
To even say that those guys are real, you get excommunicated. You get treated like you're a Nazi.
Hey!
What? He'd probably be
Do not get up in my face like this. You do not want to be playing this.
Man? We can't talk man to man?
I don't think that's possible.
That's not possible? Why?
I don't think it's possible. Because
you
there's
ain't a
only one
man.
man standing in this aisle right now. Now
And it's
sit
me.
down, little miss.
And it's
Before
me,
I
'cause
go
you're
ahead
acting
and
like a
get,
child.
I'm going to go ahead and get TSA to come on this plane and haul you off.
Why would
You want to
they
make
do
that big of a show
Why
about
would
it?
they haul me off?
You want to make
because
that
I
big of a show
identify
because
as
you're
a
not
male?
confirming the
And
docket
you
that I have.
You don't want to identify me as such?
The government chose what to identify you when you were born in a hospital. They wrote M or F next to your birth certificate.
Okay,
That
and
is
it's my life.
That was dictated by a power much
And it's
greater
my life,
than mine.
and I don't
all right?
feel that way.
A higher
I feel
power
like
than me.
I'm a
I'm
man,
not the
so
authority.
I'm a man.
I'm not the authority that assigned you.
You need
what
to
you
get-
were
she need
assigned.
to get
okay?
up
You're
on
showing
his
any
face.
authority at all.
She need to get up out of his face.
I agree. Thank you, sir. If you continue this display,
Her face when she said that made me want to just slap the crap out of her right then and there, man.
if you cannot confirm what my docket says here, that there are in fact 2 ladies sitting in this aisle,
There is one,
Then
I'm sorry,
you're gonna have
a
to
lady,
leave.
correct? There is one lady
You're gonna have to
and
leave.
one man.
well, that's not what it says I need in these seats in order to fly.
He would probably be
So
more
if you're going to
compliant
continue to
if you
fight the facts that I'm looking at right here, then I'm going to have to haul you off because you could be a dangerous person. We don't know. We have no way of confirming
because
this.
I identify as a male.
Because you're not the
Because I am
person
a
on my
male?
list. You're not the
Because
person
I
on my
am
list.
A man?
It's a simple one of 2
She is a man, guys. Next time, lay her the fuck out.
answers.
Are you mad because
There's
I'm
no
more man
gray
than
zone.
you?
There's no gray zone.
Is that what you're mad about?
Is it really that big of a
Is that
deal?
what you're mad about?
You want to get up
Is
in
that
my
what you're
face
mad
right now.
about?
I don't need this job. Look, you want to play big
Oh,
and
you
tough
don't need
man.
this job?
You want to play
Let's
big and tough
go.
man. All right. Look. Oh.
What?
No,
You know
don't
what?
lose your job. Don't lose your job.
I'm
Don't lose your
better.
job.
You're right. I'm better.
Don't lose your job. Don't lose your
You're
job.
better than that.
Don't lose
but
your
you're
job.
not good enough
Sit
to
down.
identify
Sit down,
me.
ma'am.
Because in court, that's not gonna be in court. That's not
And that would be the part that I'm wrong. Yes, in court, she ain't a man.
gonna be a man. Don't lose your job. Don't lose your job,
Man,
brother.
no.
Don't lose it.
That's a good point, bro.
In court, that's not a man.
This guy obviously doesn't care what this person identifies as on a personal level. He's just trying to do his job, and your document says woman. That's what he's got down on his paperwork or whatever it is, and you refuse to acknowledge the truth. For what? Just shut up. Tell him, yeah, I'm a woman, which everybody can see, so why don't you just confirm it? And then you can get on with your flight. Do you really think you're going to argue your way out of this one and they're going to be like, okay, no, this is the airlines. They do not play. If you act up, you're going to get dragged off the plane. And shout out to the other guy who said it's not worth it.
Yeah.
In court, that's a woman.
Save
Facts.
that man.
Ma'am. Don't assume my gender.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Don't assume your gender. What are your pronouns then?
They and Z and princess.
Princess? Damn.
How long have you been a liberal?
Probably 5 to 6 years, maybe.
And you were a conservative prior to becoming a liberal?
Very much.
And what made you become a liberal?
I got a little older, a little smarter.
Oh,
I
you
grew up.
It's weird to me that he said that. Because I was a liberal when I was younger, and as I got older, I got more conservative. And from what I can tell in my comment section, most people agree with me.
Of it, yeah.
And you were tired of being a man?
I was tired of being an idiot, but yeah.
So you woke up one day, you know what, I'm tired of being a man. I want to be a liberal.
I think there are plenty of men that are liberals.
Not real men.
You really think so?
Men who are liberals are betas.
A little bit of why you believe fighting for transgender athletes to compete in the categories they'd like to in sport is so important.
This issue, people like to say that it's a complicated issue, and I don't actually think it is. I think it's very simple. It all boils down to, do you actually think that trans women and intersex women are real women?
Fuck no, baby!
And are really female or not? And if you do, it's very simple. Just stop policing who counts as a real woman.
It's so simple. You just need to believe that I'm a woman, even though you know I'm not. Just believe it. By the way, nobody in the whole world actually thinks this person is a woman. Even the people who pretend that they believe this person is a woman. If there was a lie detector test and I said, do you believe this is a woman? And they said yes, the lie detector results would say, bullshit.
Because who gets singled out for scrutiny is based on white women's conceptions of femininity. And that's being weaponized against trans people too. So it's a fear of protecting the fragile, weak, cis white woman from...
What? Yeah, of course we need to protect women. Because creeps like you are fucking trying to take their spaces.
From the rest of us.
So
what?
There are many who born biologically women who will say, but you have an unnatural advantage over me, and that makes the sport unfair. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, there's lots of ways you can respond to that. So the first is the very language of you were born and I'm not biological somehow, like I don't think I'm a cyborg. So like this idea that like, oh, you're not a biological woman. Well,
oh, shut the fuck up. You know exactly what they mean by they saying that statement.
I am a woman, that's a fact. I am female.
No, it's not.
So all my identity records, my racing license, my medical records all say female, right? And I'm pretty sure I made a biological stuff. So I'm a biological female as well.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
So you started off by saying, yeah, there's loads of ways you can answer that. And that's what you came up with. Well, my documents, they say that I'm a woman and I'm made of biological stuff, so I must be a biological woman. It's almost like a normal person saying, I want to compete in the Paralympics, and you let them do it just because they say they're disabled.
Not really. Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals?
Okay, so if you don't know what that's about, that was about Laken Riley, the 22-year-old nursing student who was killed last month on February the 22nd by an illegal immigrant. And that lady in the crowd was saying to Joe Biden, say her name. Anyway, then he went on to say about how many people are killed by illegals. And of course, the left was more outraged by the fact that he called the murderer an illegal. So check this out.
Look of surprise on your face when you walked into the chamber and you saw Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. It was priceless. You feigned shock at seeing her. But during your response to her heckling of you, you used the word illegal when talking about the man who allegedly killed Laken Riley.
An undocumented person. And I should.
Do they belong in this country? Did they come into this country in the correct means? If no, then yes, they are here illegally. So they're considered illegals. I came here through sponsorship. I was a legal immigration. I came here with a green card, stuck with the green card for a while, and when I was 16, I became a citizen. Seems legit to me to be calling those particular people illegals when they don't particularly have the documents to be here legally.
Shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented. And look, when I spoke about the difference between Trump and me, one of the things I talked about on the border was that the way he talks about vermin, the way he talks about these people polluting the blood. I talked about what I'm not going to do, what I won't do. I'm not going to treat any any of these people with disrespect.
So you're apologizing to the criminal who came into the country illegally and committed a murder against a US citizen who was born there. And you didn't apologize for the fact that you let him in. No, you're apologizing that you called him an illegal immigrant when you should have called him undocumented. So you're more concerned that...
Again, I'm not really into politics or anything like that, or I don't like talking about politics, but this is getting kind of ridiculous when it comes to immigration and just criminals.
Murderer is not offended. I just can't imagine how the mother of the victim must feel after hearing that. Like, it's actually disgusting.
I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people.
Fuck you, you fucking pansies. You know what I had to do when I was fucking a kid? I went to fucking the donut shop every morning when my mom went to work the donut shop. In high school, I went to the donut shop in the morning at 2 a.m., helped out with the donut shop. At 7 a.m. was when I started school, so I went to school. I did that almost every single weekday, and on my weekends, I went to freaking work. And yes, there was a lot of customers, and I was the only person there, and I still had to handle everything, still had to clean everything. People and their work ethics nowadays blows my mind.
We only have 13 people employed at this store, and there's so many customers. And then people are yelling at me because they don't have their orders ready, and they don't know what to do. And a customer was misgendering me today, like really badly. I didn't have their order ready, and so they were just like talking to each other, and they're like, "She's clearly incompetent." I have a full mustache and beard. What the fuck?
Rule of thumb, if they don't immediately tell you who the shooter is, he's not a white male.
Super bullshit.
We have some idea.
True.
What?
If it were a white man shooting, we'd know.
Well, we don't know. But they haven't.
That's how we know it's not a white man. I can tell you that much.
You think they're repressing that reporting?
They wouldn't tell us about the transgender woman that shot up the Christian school for what, like a year? San Bernardino out here. Remember the crazy terrorist Muslims? That's when I first noticed, they're not telling us who it is. It's not a white male. The longer they go without telling you, it's not a white male.
Okay.
You just don't believe that my dog's a vegetarian, so I have this set up right now for you guys to see. We have this really gross, it's like a beef, like dog food. And then I have this delicious green salad. So I'm gonna bring her out and we're gonna see which one she likes. Also, my dog is very healthy. She loves greens, she loves her salad, and I don't force her to eat her salad. It's what she likes.
Wait for it.
Okay. Okay, so this is Bonnie.
Here it comes.
She is my little vegetarian.
Almost there.
Okay. Now, no, don't eat that. No, eat that salad. Look, salad. Here, pick one. No.
Oh! This is like the same as when we see them delusional parents and they have a 4-year-old and they say, oh yeah, my 4-year-old is actually non-binary. No, the fuck, they're not. This is the same thing. This person here has a lifestyle choice, whatever, that's your choice, that's great, but you're now pushing it onto an animal. And these people say they're against animal cruelty. I'm pretty sure that's cruel if you have a dog who pretty much need to eat meat and you're just saying, nope, you're not going to eat meat, you're going to eat what I want you to eat. It's a dog, it's not even a human. They want to eat meat. They say, oh yeah, no, they want to eat that. No, they don't. They've just got no fucking choice because that's all you're giving it. Honestly, these people are delusional, and that's enough of that shit today. So if you got this far in the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for all the support. I'll see you on the...
That's some fucked up chow. Really? We're apologizing for calling them illegals? What are they? Yeah, they're undocumented means they're illegal. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.